whenever you have like early kills like this and you're already strong, I want you to like sway this matchup so much that you're willing to walk past the wave and fight them. This is, yeah, you've suddenly become, okay, it's not really Draven, but now you can think of yourself as like, I don't know, like Callista Pike. And Callista Pike is strong as fuck, okay? So I want you to like try to thin out the wave and then push every wave into their turret, because if you're freezing, all you're doing is denying them CS. But when you're under turret, they have to choose between fighting you or CSing. If you're fighting them when they're CSing, you're going to drop them to low HP and then you can dive. But when you're freezing, all you deny is CS. You see that? I'm Daption, an ex-pro player for Cincinnati Fear, rank 2 on support, rank 14 on ADC on the NA ladder, and a CLOL champion. After years of competing at the top of North America, I've helped a ton of students finally hit their dream ranks by showing them what actually wins games. If you're serious about climbing this season, book a session and I'll help you see the game the way a challenger does. Stop guessing, start improving. For real.
Is your initial reference point,
yes,
and then you're deviating from there.
So it's dictated by team comp and then updated as you go by the game. What I mean by go by the game is what's the word? Denomination? I think that's the word. The place when I update my information is usually when I come off of base, or I'm dead and I'm thinking about what my next turn is, or if I just like got my recall in. So those are the two, died or taking recall. There are other types of updates, like for example, if you are taking Drake and the enemy hasn't taken grubs, then your status is updated to the enemy full cleared. So we have a timer to either do our full clear or do grubs. So it's a lot of things, honestly. I'll try to.
It's a complicated game. It's a complicated game.
Yeah. So I'll try to make it simple. What's up? Do you think this is like a grubs team comp, Drake, or gold?
So their team fighting is way stronger than us, unless we get a pick. I mean, we have Jhin, Akali, Pike. They're gonna just like isolate like one person that's like kind of mispositioned, and then like honestly after that it kind of falls apart with, you know, Gnar, Syndra, Smolder, like they'll just roll us over in team fights. So even by the way this game plays out, I went for gold. And I even at certain points I was trying to like split push and cross map these guys because I knew we shouldn't have been fighting for objectives. And my biggest takeaway from here, you could probably see it in the comment of the video, or the video description if you scroll down, is how do I use my lead to close out a game?
Okay. That's fair.
And that's kind of where honestly, that's where I struggle with. The game, I feel like there's games where like it's a stomp, we win, I get my elo, we get stomped, I can get a couple of little micro things that I can take from it. But if I can turn these losses where I feel like I quote unquote should have won, I think that'll bump up my win rate a lot. And that's kind of where I need help if we want to go through here. So my takeaway, I want to play for gold, and I also start cross mapping whenever they're taking objectives. And I think I execute that pretty well.
Okay. So I'll start off by saying, unfortunately, your objective is Drake's. So the reason why it's Drake's over gold is because in your bot 3v3, right? Who wins this bot 3v3? Like
Kha'Zix, Smolder, Lux. Definitely us early.
Exactly.
100% us early.
Exactly. So if you don't fight them early, they're the ones that are going to win later on. So that Drake's also spawn earlier in the game, right? So you're going to get outranged in team fights. I completely agree with that. These champions all outrange you. So if you're coming to mid game and your Cho'Gath walks up to try to get a Q into Jhin W, he's going to die. He's going to die before he can even cast his fucking Q, right? So I completely understand that. It's just they have 3 champions that are super selfish. Lux support is a mage support. They want gold, right? So this person wants gold. This person wants as many stacks as possible. Exactly. So this guy is selfish. And guess what? This bitch is selfish too. She wants splinters. So all of this is telling me I'm going to fight 3v3 bot and I'm going to stack Drakes. the way I determine whether or not we can fight grubs is because grubs, your top side should be level 6 by the time they spawn. At level 6, who do you think wins this 3v3?
Oh, they do.
Kind of. It depends on a couple of things. So if the fight starts with Syndra queuing, for example, your Jhin, insta lost. If the Gnar has his mega timer and he gets an engage off on either Cho'Gath or Jhin, lost. And your win conditions are outranging them with Cho'Gath Q and then into Jhin W and Akali finishing one person off, or getting a Akali flank to kill this bitch. Those are all of your...
I was thinking like Akali flank if Syndra uses her E terribly, we win that fight. But I'm also thinking like I play best case scenario for the Gnar. Like I feel like he should always have Mega going up into objectives like that, but maybe I'm giving too much credit. So
yeah, kind of.
Let's talk about grubs. I never fight for grubs. So when you're saying what does the grubs team fight look like, what should I be doing in that? Do you ever rotate for those?
So every objective, no matter what, I always want you to be thinking. It doesn't even matter if it's across the map. This is a good habit for you to have. 1 minute before the objective, I think I just got subscribed to on OBS. Anyways, objective, think about whether or not you want to contest. I don't know why this is in all caps, don't mind that. But the reason why 1 minute in advance you should be thinking about it, right, is because like think about it. And when you
need to crash, you need to base, you need to walk there.
Well, not necessarily, but you need to be prepared in the case that you do. So let's say your mid lane there's like 30 seconds before the grubs and both mid laners just died fighting each other and they got like they both use their ultimates and they don't have TP. Okay. In that case, if you're taking a base, you should go straight through mid and then contest the grubs. But you see how this is like an exception? A lot of the time, unless you're swapping to your top lane, fighting grubs is not a normal thing for an ADC to do.
Yeah, but you're still putting it in the chamber.
Yes. So 7 minutes in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm looking at mid condition on the map, seeing whether or not they have ult. It's really easy because you can just press tab and look at their HP bar. You don't actually have to pan your camera, which is kind of a cheat code, but it's also not the best because you can't see the wave. But regardless, gathering that information before the grubs is really important, just so that you can see, like, there's other stuff to look for as well. Like, for example, if your Cho'Gath hasn't based, there's really easy ways for you to tell whether or not your jungler is based off of like how much time there is in the game, right? Because if you press tab and at 7 minutes, your Cho'Gath has a double ruby crystal only, you know he hasn't based, which would be insane, by the way. Just saying, but
so let's take that template that you've kind of laid out. And let's see how well that gets applied for the first 10 minutes, the first break, first grubs.
This is not what the picture is going to look like every game, is my point. Okay?
No.
So this is good. This is good. You warded this middle bush because you want to contest. Usually people don't do that, so I'm glad you did. Let's start off the second these minions meet. I just want you to realize if this Lux is out of this bush, right? Is this Smolder allowed to walk up like this?
No, I should be walking up there to hit him, and I feel like Pyke should also be backing me up on this too, and so like walking in there, taking control of that bush. Yeah.
So what needs to happen is, okay, this is really coordinated play, but the second you see that their support level 1 has not walked into the bush, your support needs to walk up, and you need to go to their side and replace them. So it'll look something like this.
But I don't here. I kind of
that's
push
fine.
Him off minions and push forward. Yeah.
So just the fact, by the way, the fact that you actually fight him is actually amazing. So most people would just like farm the wave, but yeah, every single time he tries. Okay, so even that auto, by the way, like the Smolder, unless the Lux is backing him up and she's throwing an E at you, you win these trades level 1. By the way, don't be scared of giving him stacks. Like, stacks don't matter if he's going to lose the game at 15 minutes.
Cool. Let me see the interaction again.
So right here, you're autoing. Instead of like matching autos on the wave, you should just walk forward and hit the Smolder when he's walking up to CS these minions. Now, does he have to walk up and hit these minions right now? No, because of the HP bar. Sorry, this is kind of fat. Whoops, wrong one. HP bars aren't as low as they should be for him to walk up. but the point is still there. If he's in the animation of hitting a minion, that's your chance to walk up, and you should be looking for that. Okay? So instead of hitting that minion, you would be walking up to the smolder and pretty much, it's not ego checking, it's just like you're testing the waters to see if he is going to pay attention to your spacing. Okay. So do you ever ping?
No, not at this elo. I honestly like, I do ping a lot, but I don't ping for like small macro things like this. I don't think we see myself ping here. I'll ping things like for back timings, tempo timings, when I'm pushing in, etc. I don't think I ping for like all ins or like push forwards.
Okay, so
which honestly, when he walks forward here, instantly should be hitting him.
Yes.
I don't think Lux can really compensate for the amount of damage we can do to him, but I don't think that's what happens.
So I just want you to think about it, right? The second this smolder steps out of the wave, okay? So this is like the wave I'm looking at. He steps out of these lines and towards this pike, right? So if it was here, which he was hovering the top side of the lane, a majority of the start of the lane, it would be fine, right? Because you would walk up and hit him. But it's never allowed for him to walk past this line into the pike. So right here, your alarm bell should be fucking ringing. Like even if you're hitting minions, I don't care. Like this could literally be a chunk to like this much HP. Your minions matter, but they don't matter that much, right? Like, I'm not telling you to miss this auto. I'm just saying like spam ping on his head right now. That should be your next objective, not hitting anything, not hitting a single minion. So the pike does it without you even pinging, right? So that's good, but there's going to be some supports who don't see this opportunity. And then if your pike is charging his Q, please just forego hitting the wave and just run straight at the smolder here.
Yeah. There's
no reason for you to be hitting a minion here because you just missed 2 autos worth of... Actually, no, you didn't have W, but that's fine. That's fine. Really good. Auto cancel. Nice. Okay. Okay, nice. I mean, he was out of range. There was no way for you to get the auto cancel. Okay. So this is... Okay, we need to talk about this real quick because this is not even about the story of the game. This is not even like... This is just laning. Right here, you have... Okay, I don't see the gold, but I know how much gold you have. It's something around like 500. It's like 500 gold you have. Okay, so if you go here, is there smolder gonna come back in time to like catch this entire wave?
No.
Well, not the entire wave. Sorry. By the time
he'll get like 3 minions.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I formed that wrong. If you walk up and try to kill this Lux, right? Are you going to be able to base?
No.
Yeah, so it's either you forego the next wave that's coming, so it's about here, I think, somewhere around there, or you try to push the wave and the smolder can fight you. In which case he can't actually do too much. So if you thought this whole thing out, I'd be fine for you to like go and kill the Lux. But the safest play here is just basing and getting a call because you'll come back on the map with full HP and then a call so you can stack it earlier. Yeah. It's fine for you to do this play, by the way. If you're duoed with this pike, which you might not be, playing for gold is fine. You also know that their jungler is pathing up. So he's on wolves. Now, would do I think that the Kha'Zix is going to drop his camps and come here? Fuck no. It's a farming jungler. He's not going to do that. And if he does, well played to him because Cho'Gath is going to go to his top side and clear his camps for him. But anyways, so this is completely fine. Okay. So don't flash here no matter what because you're never going to die. If you want to use a summoner, use your barrier. Right? It should always be barrier over flash. Think about it, right? Why does that? Sorry. If you're sorry. If you're walking this way, so let's look at how many tower shots you took. Okay, so you took 1, right? And then worst case, if you were to take 2, do you think you even die?
No, I'd be at like 2 bars.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't even need to use any summoner. I just want your standard to be this, not this.
Yeah,
If
makes
you,
sense to me.
yeah, if you really have to flash, that's fine. But yeah, anyways, so this is fine. Just don't touch the wave, because what you just did there is you're pulling the wave towards you. So this wave is not actually gonna slow push out. It's gonna, like, these 3 melees can aggro onto you if minion RNG wants to be a bitch today. They can aggro onto you, and so all that's going to be left of the next wave is 3 casters. So it's going to be at his turret for a little bit, and then it's going to push out, and he can actually crash the wave. But yeah, anyways, so don't stay around here. You guys already made your play, and so right here, the smolder, like I said, like the smolder can't kill you or anything, so it doesn't really matter. But in a game where there's a ganking jungler, you see how this could matter a lot.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So when the start of the game happened, wow, that's a great way to say that. When we were in the loading screen, I was looking at the junglers, because, like, obviously you're playing with jungle, it's going to be a resource that the enemy is going to use. If they had, let's say, a ganking jungler and you had a ganking jungler, let's say you have a Poppy jungle and they have a Jarvan jungle. If you guys ping to dive this Lux and your Poppy was coming, it would be completely fine. If your Poppy was going topside and you don't know whether or not the J4 is dropping his camps and coming, I would not recommend diving. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I just give an example for that. And right here, like, you don't have to be scared of the smolder stopping your base. Just walk to one of these bushes. It's faster. This is like you're trying to be super fucking safe.
Yeah.
This area. Anyways, it matters, but not too much. How much gold do you have? You have 850, I think.
1,005.
You have 1,005 gold. You do have 1,000 gold.
It's like 40 short of call plus slingshot.
Yeah. I think you should always buy Cole. Like, always. I don't even care, honestly. Because on champions like Sivir, Yunara, I don't know, any of the auto attacking ADCs that, like, you're gonna be getting an auto attack reset, even Smolder, like, I would recommend going it, because you get lifesteal, and it's not like your lane is gonna be won or lost off of the 3 AD that Call doesn't give you instead of a longsword, right? Yep. So just go Call and then go what's called longsword and a dagger. That's my recommendation. Because slingshot is just terrible. I'm sorry. Like, you're locking yourself into potentially not having a 1,300 base. So this is kind of scary. And this is fine. So now you're back, okay? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should be talking to you about the story of the game. So here, story of the game is off of base, there is no objectives until 2 minutes from now. So if you want to, you can push in 2 waves bot lane and then let it come back to center and then slow push another 2 waves and then go to Drake. And your jungler should have cleared his bot side camps, and then he can come and do Drake for you guys. He'll honestly have the choice of, like, crossing top or going bot, but that's what I'm looking at. Your top lane is on an island, and your Akali is just going to match the Syndra. Does that make sense? That's the story of the game for this timer. Anyways. Okay. And then for your laning, so there's always a short term and then a long term goal. So the long term goal for me would be the Drake. So, like, 2 minutes in advance is, like, decently long term. Your short term goal, what do you think it is?
Based on this wave state right here. I think what I end up doing is freezing it in front of tower until it's time for Drake, and then crashing into their tower. So I guess my short term, even though it's wrong, is trying to balance it right there in front of tower is what I think I try to do here.
Okay. I guess I should have.
Well,
Okay.
Define goals, short term and long
No,
term.
no, no, no. What you said was good. Like you talked about what you wanted to do with your wave in
Mhm.
what's the word? Like including these two laners you're against. It's just whenever you have like early kills like this and you're already strong, I want you to like sway this matchup so much that you're willing to walk past the wave and fight them. This is yeah, you've suddenly become okay, it's not really Draven, but now you can think of yourself as like, I don't know, like Callista Pike. And Callista Pike is strong as fuck, okay? So I want you to like try to thin out the wave and then push every wave into their turret, because if you're freezing, all you're doing is denying them CS. But when you're under turret, they have to choose between fighting you or CSing. If you're fighting them when they're CSing, you're going to drop them to low HP and then you can dive. But when you're freezing, all you deny is CS. You see that?
So let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
I think I freeze too much then. I use it as a source to kind of like strangle the opposing AD carry out of gold. Like that's how I utilize it. And you're telling me, don't do that. Don't strangle them. Just give them a hard choice.
Yeah. Yeah. So you shouldn't ever have to like resort to freezing as a standard. It should be like, it's because I'm either scared of their jungle timer or there's something on the map that's telling me that I can't actually play so aggressive that I can go into their turret. That's when you should be like considering freezing when there's another factor that's like preventing you from walking up to turret. But if there's nothing, right? You see your jungler, you see their jungler, and you know that both junglers are going to path from top to bot, or bot to top, sorry. Yeah. And so you have full information. There's nobody that can come here and fight you guys. Whereas like, let's say in 5 minutes, maybe there's a chance that the Syndra starts winning and then she hovers bot side. Okay.
Yeah, let me take quick notes here.
Yeah, I should be typing too, my bad.
You're fine. Freezing as a defensive.
And a really fair argument I would hear, I would hear when talking about like pressuring them on the turret is like, okay, so if you're denying golden EXP when you're freezing, but the wave is going into their turret, how are you really denying them from CSing? And the answer is, eventually, as you're crashing waves into their bot lane, they're gonna have to make a choice to either lose HP or take a CS. And imagine you're doing that on multiple rounds. Eventually they're going to die.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas as like freezing is like a one-time thing that you should be doing as a last resort. And definitely, yes, it does deny golden EXP, but it's not to the level of literally killing them and denying a wave. So
and then they miss a wave or more.
Exactly. Right.
That makes sense to me. I definitely play that wrong. So that's kind of a big takeaway here. I do that consistently where I use freezing offensively in the sense rather than what you're describing.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you actually did like pretty much. I mean, you thinned out the wave is what I'm trying to say, because like if you didn't W this wave, then you would be like kind of looking to hold it in front of your turret. But this isn't necessarily a freeze. Like you don't have enough minions, so these two minions are always gonna die to turret. And if their bot lane doesn't touch your wave, all you have is 2 extra minions. That's not enough for a freeze. You need 3 casters.
No, I need 3 to 4. Yeah. I do like 4 on cannons, 3 regular.
Exactly. So the 4 is definitely safer. But yeah. Okay. So CSing is good. You guys were on the CSing phase of the lane because they CS those minions. You hadn't done it yet. Okay. And now, this is the short-term goal. Okay. If they walk past this line, you are killing them. This is not allowed. So what I want you to do is determine when you're so fucking strong that they cannot walk up to the wave. I want you to just spam ping in. Obviously, your pike is snared, right? But in the next 2 seconds, if the Smolder walks up and tries to CS this minion, I want you guys to like wait a little bit, and then Smolder's gonna walk up and he's just gonna die. all Smolder can do here is just stand at turret because his Lux is AFK and gave up all three.
Lux is also
Yeah.
Yeah, and its Q's on cooldown.
Yeah.
Run. She good.
Yeah. So this is good. I mean, the target is wrong.
I'm way too far. Yeah. Target's wrong, but I'm also way too far back.
So yeah,
I need to be like where the casters are at, basically.
Yeah, it should be okay. Well, if Pyke played it right, you would be in range to auto, but that's like an excuse. You should still be like closer to exactly.
I should be a couple units up there.
So this is fine. It's just I want you to like think about this right now in this picture, because you probably didn't really think about it in the moment. But who do you want to kill the most in this lane?
We want to kill Smolder.
Yes.
1000%.
Yes.
So now here's let me pose a question to you here. Even though Lux is the one caught, but her Q's on cooldown, I should just run Smolder down here, or should I go for the kill on Lux?
Hold on, I think I'm a fraud because I don't remember if the Lux flashed. I think the
Lux did flash.
Did she?
I think she, and I think I chased it. You could pause here. Pause. Yeah. The Lux flashed and I didn't chase on the auto attack reset.
Oh, so
her flash is on cooldown.
Like here?
Yeah.
Was it? I think maybe.
So, I believe so. Right here.
Should be some. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. I don't remember that actually. You reminded me. But the point is, okay, because the Lux is hooked and she has no flash, you can kill her because
just take the kill.
Yeah, you have to because your Pyke hooked the wrong person. Yeah. This guy also has no flash. So I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have a flash either.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure both of them flash in that way. And so I'm like thinking to myself, whoever gets CC'd should die, basically. And he chose the Lux, so be it. So yeah, killing the Lux here is good. Nice. Okay. Now I'm pausing because I want to be thinking to myself, their jungler was top side, but he should be reset to bot side, and Cho'Gath just pinged it. So what I would want you to do is you can just pre-ward because unless you're diving the Smolder on this one wave, you should be getting vision first as an objective and then be looking to pressure under turret. It should go like this. Wow. Always. It should go like vision and then pressure unless you have information that is telling you that they won't be there. And Kha'Zix was topside, mind you, but by the time like the next wave comes in, I mean, I don't think this. No, it's not. I don't think the Smolder should not die because he has E, and the wave is so awkward that he can walk up and like try to kill these minions. By that time, the Kha'Zix should be reset to back to bot side, and so then diving is a little scary. That's my thought process.
Okay.
So it's good. So you're never dying to the Ka gank. Like never. Yep. It's just if you dive, then the Kha'Zix can cover. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why I would want.
I call it out. I call it out there too.
So then your Pyke is pinging toward, but you see how like because I was thinking about the short-term goal, which is literally in a wave, mind you. My short-term goal was get vision and then dive. I would have pushed this wave, right? Went to go ward, and now you guys wouldn't be scared on this wave because there would be a ward in Tribush.
I personally wasn't scared, but I think the Pyke was.
I think the Pyke is scared because he well, maybe he's, I mean, I don't think he should be scared. I think he would want more information because he pinks the fucking dot bush. And so that tells me like he wants more information so that you guys can do something. I'm not sure what he would be doing with that information, but well, I do know what he wants to die. But also the Smolder, all he has to do is just walk back and he'll never get dove. Good Q. But yeah, going toward, this is really good. But your priority should always be like warding. I don't care if it's like warding the Gromp area or warding here. At this point, the Kha'Zix is showing, right? So you don't have to do it. But when you were walking this way, sorry, when you were walking towards the tri-bush, were you thinking like, I'm not going to ward because I see the Kha'Zix?
I mean, I do flick to mid lane and jungle there.
Yeah. I think you said that you saw the Kha'Zix. It's just the next, so you got the information gathering part right. It's just the next part was I don't ward because he's already topside. Like, so this Kha'Zix has cleared both of these camps and now he's moving into topside. And so now if I ward here, this ward is useless. Nobody's going to be here on this side of the map. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, and this can bite you in the ass if the enemy was pathing down, because if the Kha'Zix doesn't show and you didn't ward, like thinking of this thing we just talked about, then he could actually come and cover a dive that you guys.
And so if you see, I'm holding on to my ward here. I don't wear that try. Yeah,
you are holding on to your ward for dear life. It's good if you're thinking about what we just talked about, which I'm pretty sure you are. The only thing is what you just said here is that you want to freeze, but this is like never a freeze because you're equal.
Like I said, I think that I definitely miss playing that like in every game I'm doing. I'm using freeze offensively.
Well, this can't be a freeze is what I mean. Like, even if you say that, like, let's say, okay, in your mind, your game plan is I want to freeze. This wave will never freeze even if you don't touch it, because look,
now it won't.
Well,
before we executed the minions, I think we could.
Well, yeah, like at this point you can't freeze because you see that there's
because it's
there's one minion that's already like, it's like 30% HP, and there was also another minion that's walking into the lane and it's going to get blasted by all these minions. So no matter what, this wave is actually it's just going to push
mathematically. You can't freeze it.
Yeah, you just can't, because like you'll have more minions than they do, even if your wave is past this line. So usually what would happen if both waves are equal, these waves would like kill each other and they should stay around the middle. Minion RNG will determine whether or not it moves
sometimes
up or down.
Blue slow pushes into them. Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. But from this picture, since the wave would be here, if both waves are equal, it's going to push into you. They're not equal, so it's not going to push into you. And by equal, I mean like the total HP. Think about it like this, okay? Their minions have 600 HP, yours have like 800, right? So it's not equal. So it's going to push into them. So yeah, you pushed. This is really good. So now you have to make the decision. Sorry. Well, actually, it should have happened around here when the Drake was spawning, but you guys were occupied with killing. This is normal to not be thinking about your long-term goal when something happens on the map. You just have to adapt. And so right here, my mindset would be just push this wave and then go into Drake. Like I don't really care about the tower play or diving the smolder, because I mean you're already fed as shit. Okay. You getting another kill is not going to change the game. You getting one Drake and going towards Soul is actually going to change a lot. So I really want you to think about like objectives usually are above gold. There's only one exception, which we talked about it at the start of this game. If a team comp can't fight at an objective, they need to play for gold. So that's the only situation when these two are flipped. And you told me that you wanted to play for gold, so I get why you did what you did in game. But yeah, I'm just telling you, based on this team comp, hitting the Drake is good. And then I really do hate this though, by the way. Like, it should never be you hitting as an ADC. You should never be starting the objective before your jungler comes. It should be your jungler tanking the objective, because they gain HP when they're hitting the objective. You do not as a bot laner. Also, your wave timings aren't that good. Anyways, I don't really know how much gold you're on. Fuck. Let me think.
Yeah, it's rough. I definitely need to fix the OBS next
no,
time.
No. It's fine. It's fine. It's just I'm trying to math it out. I don't. I think you might have 1300, especially if you like push this next wave. You should be able to have 1300. So what would happen is now that you're hitting this Drake, if they come and fight you, you fight. If they don't come and fight you, you're going to take this Drake and then push 2 waves into them and take base. Also, how is your...
Man, it's platinum. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm just like confused as to why your Pike is 1 HP. Okay, because he tanked a tower. Or a Drake. He tanked 2. Okay. Okay, I see. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this fight is actually scary now because your Pike is 30% HP. Okay. Okay, now you just kill. You can kill both. You'll never die. I don't even think you need a... Actually, you need to. Wow, that's so sad. No. Let me see if you could have played that better. Did he use his W already? He did. Oh yeah, you have to kite out. Because he has an auto attack reset and you don't.
Mm-hmm.
For 3 seconds. Ah, that sucks. But yeah, at this point you would have to, after you kill the Lux, you just need to like walk away. I'm pretty sure you're gonna die no matter what.
Yeah.
Because he can chase you, but I think it's better than this where you blow barrier and get overwhelmed. It's kind of sad. Because there's a chance that the Pike or anybody on your team could reach you and then kill the Smolder if you run towards them. Okay, Smolder flashed. Okay, so this Drake is gone. And I'm just going to tell you what happened. So you're pulling the Drake and their team sees that your Cho'Gath is half HP almost and that your Pike is 30% HP. That's the only reason why they're fighting. So what needs to happen here is you get the fuck off of this, okay? So once the objective's at 2k, I'm thinking to myself, are we finishing this or are we fighting? It's always one of those two things, okay? So I'm gonna write it down just so that you keep this in your mind. Objectives, fight or finish, FF. The reason, so majority of the time, you are finishing if their jungler can't come or if they can't kill you while you're doing the Drake. But they can do that right now, right? Because they're just going to walk up and contest you because of your HP bars. And so now I'm thinking to myself, okay, we're fighting. Now you have to pick a side, okay? You're either moving this way or you're moving this way to fight. And your team has to fully commit to it. So you're spam pinging assistants. The second they cross this, you should just go just turn on them. Because your Pike is just griefing by going here. He needs to be on this line, and you guys should double kill them, by the way. Or kill her and then blow his flash. So that's why I was surprised that you died, because your Cho'Gath quite literally just went and killed himself in the pit.
Yeah. No, they didn't pick a side. They wanted wanted everything.
Exactly.
They got nothing.
Exactly. But I just want you to know, like, you have to be the difference maker. And it's not only in like mechanics. 90% of solo queue ADC, by the way, is not mechanics. Like, you're not going to be like mechanically outplaying them to the point where you're like, wow, like I'm auto spacing them so much that I got to kill. No, it's you're choosing the right fights and you're communicating that you want to play this fight. Okay?
Yeah.
And you should be communicating that you want to play this fight, right? Because you're 4-0. You are sitting on a lot of gold, but your 3v2 is winning. So just think about the numbers like that. And then spam ping, because you guys do have numbers. Then they get the Drake.
See, that's one thing I need to work on. I feel like I try to communicate through body language, and I feel like players just don't pick it up. I need to use my pings more.
Yeah. So in a perfect world, yes, every single player would see what you're doing and understand like fundamentally what you're thinking. I can do that because I've trained the ability. 90% of people cannot. Not even 99% of people cannot. So I just want to tell you right now, like, don't expect other people to understand what you're doing through body language, and much less do not expect them to do the right thing. Because that'll lead you to a life of regret and some sadness. So So the pings I really want you to think about are like engages, and objective fights. Pick a side. Spam ping. This will drastically change your game, by the way, because imagine, right? You're spam pinging on the way here, and you start hitting the smolder, okay? And then your pike sees that and starts walking this way. So in about 2 seconds, your pike should be around here, okay? So let's play it. 555. Okay, your pike is here. And then instead of moving this way, imagine he's moving here and he's not showing on the scuttle vision.
Yeah.
And you're spam pinging like
I think me pinging here, we would have took the 3v2.
Yeah, exactly. So
because they're, you gotta herd the cats.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's fair. And also your Cho'Gath landed his Q, but he just like all you needed was one more ability basically to win this fight.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
Okay. So we got that. And then now, okay, the story of the game is there is no what's it called? Objective on the map for the next 5 minutes on bot side. There are grubs that are spawning though. So the one way that you can actually help your team by thinking about the grubs is syncing your crash timers so that your pike can move once you crash the wave. So I'm going to show you what that means. I just spoke a lot of words that might have not meant.
I follow what that means.
Okay, perfect.
So, crash when it's time to take the grubs or about 30 seconds ahead of the timer.
Yes. Yes. So it's not this wave you would be pushing. Right now, you need to let the wave come to the middle, okay? And mind you, because their bot lane is first, they should be able to come and like thin out your wave. You won't have a huge stacked wave, but no matter what, I don't want you to like hard shove this wave. You are denying yourself the possibility of getting a stack by hard shoving this. Okay. So this completely depends on the enemy, by the way. Like if they're smart, they're just going to come and hit the wave. And if they're thinking about the pike's positioning, they're going to walk up. If they're not thinking about that, they're going to be completely clueless, and you'll be able to stack this wave into the next. So this wave is fine. And then what I want you to do now is just spam push this. Okay, well, that was the plan a minute ago, but things have changed. So Cho'Gath is dead. And
Cho'Gath's dead. They're about to crash top.
Mm-hmm.
Jhin has to back here.
Mm-hmm. Are you fighting the grubs? If your pike goes
no,
up.
We're not fighting the grubs.
No, exactly. You're not.
No.
So you're locked into now doing a 2v2 cross map. So this is kind of a cross map. It's not necessarily a cross map because your jungler's literally dead. But you can, and I mean this, you can just spam ping to like your Akali, push this wave, and then come and hover bot, and you will literally double kill them.
Okay.
That needs to be your plan. Because if you don't do something along those lines and you like just let them farm the wave or get EXP or I don't know, like just get the grubs for free, you'll have gotten nothing when you're 5-1 in this game. That's just not allowed. Okay. So this is good that you're fighting. Your pike is doing it with. So okay, he keeps on like hitting the Lux. So yeah, you need to update his information because this is now 3 fights, I think, that he's just hooked the Lux instead of the smolder. You need to just spam ping on the smolder because he doesn't get it. Yeah. And this is like kind of hindsighty because I didn't tell you to do it before I saw it, but a huge part of being a really, really good player is being able to like see something and then what's it called? Adapt to the information that you have to make a situation winning for you. What that means is because you saw your pike engaging on the Lux, in your head, in the back of your head, you're thinking to yourself, this bitch is going to go and focus the Lux, so I'm just going to spam ping on him. Yep. So it's kind of fine. Like you can still kill the Lux or like drop her, to like 1 HP. But no matter what, like I want you to spam ping on this wave so you can actually do something. Now the Akali might not actually just move, but now you need to crash the wave. Like you need to hit the wave really badly because, okay, think about it. Look at their HP bars. Lux is 1 HP, just flashed. Smolder has no flash, he's 70% HP. If you push this wave and the next, is he allowed to stand at his turret 1v2?
No.
So your short-term goal is diving this guy. So an objective, so there is no objective that you're going to be implicating yourself in, which feels really bad as a bot laner because it's kind of the jungler's, I don't want to get into a blame war, but I'm just going to say, like, if you have a lead like this, you should be able to influence the map. You're not able to do that because your jungler just grief topside. And he's not going to fight the grubs if they're smart, but we'll see what happens. So now, yeah, you're just forced to get gold and hit the turret. So yeah, Smolder should just not. And mind you, like, if this Lux is staying, your Pike can just E past the wave and kill the Lux with a Q. Okay, this is not allowed.
I'm trying to set him up for it.
Okay, you need to, like, okay, so you didn't ping, so
yeah,
we can't really consider that. But no matter what, I don't care if you're tanking. I don't care if the Pike is tanking. Somebody has to tank, and you need to hit the Smolder, because if you don't do that, I just want you to see the alternative. There are 5 minions here. Is this guy allowed to catch even one of these minions?
No, I think I was waiting for him to tank. Like, I was literally in his grill, chilling, taking hits.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Hey, come tank.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, come tank this, please.
Well, you might be thinking that, but yeah, I mean, the thing we talked, the thing we talked about of, like, not, okay, so you shouldn't shove and back. You need to kill the Smolder again, because you just saw Kha'Zix's top side. Okay, he has his top camps up. Worst case, the Kha'Zix is basing coming to bot, but yeah, this guy's not allowed to do this. You just killed their support. Their mid laner just showed mid. You know where their jungler is. You should dive here.
Yeah.
And then the next.
Sorry to interrupt you. You're close on your next. Next coaching session. Here's my strong takeaways from this. I need to realize that I can influence the lane more by pushing. I'm freezing too much. So when I have a lead, I need to push the lead pretty much under their tower, into their mouth, make them choose, a tough decision. Spam ping what I need to, communicate, what side of the dragon I need to fight on, or if I want to dive, or if I want to, dive in on their AD carry. I need to communicate that through pings rather than my positioning. And every time I reevaluate the story of the game through either the 3v3 top for grubs, 3v3 bot for dragon, or playing for gold. Every base. So that's kind of what I'm taking away from here. Yeah,
that's really good. I mean, my notes are, like, kind of incomplete, but I think out of everything, what is one thing that you want to focus on? Because we actually have to decide that. You're not going to be able to do everything. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, one thing I'm going to be focusing on this week, because I like to, when I break down my VODs myself, I pick one thing only to focus on, is stopping the bad habit of freezing to deny gold, and instead using that momentum to shove under their turret and put them and their jungler in awkward situations. So that's kind of what I'm going to be focusing on this week.
That's perfect. Yeah, I mean, out of everything, I think that is definitely the one thing. I
think that's the weakest part.
Yeah. You stole the words from my mouth.